Hello, friends! I am Dracula's Monster, and I am here with my friends Last Grey Wolf and Rob AlpacaPatrol. We are back for another round of Magic 2014, and Rob's the saltiest man that there is. He's a pillar.
I am so salty.
He's a pillar of salt.
I am Salt Lake City. I am the Salt Flats.
If you laid backward on him, you would float instead of submerge.
I am Wise Potato Chips.
What are wise potato chips?
So okay, let me give you, hold on before you continue, Austin. I'm sorry, but okay. I just want to say we tried recording this once before. My computer blue screened, and this is part of the reason why I'm so salty. Here's something. I said in that last recording that will never air that I only random 2 decks.
And you randomed it again.
You wanna know which
black and blue,
random this up? Yeah, I either random Masks of Dimir or a Samurai. Like those are the two. Those are the two that I.
You made me think I got it wrong, but your computer actually crashed. So there was Nick, we have the same deck.
Okay. Did you read the land?
I read the card actually because I have it too.
Hey, look at that! It's the same one.
It's the same thing.
That's silly.
That's really silly.
Rob, tell us more about why you're salty.
I'm real salty because, well, actually, a whole lot of reasons.
Let's start at the beginning of the list. We'll work our way through because I think we have some similar salt factor going on in some places.
Okay, so I got into the Titanfall beta. Actually, no, I didn't get into the Titanfall beta because they didn't send me a code, the fucking assholes, because for some reason my Origin account wasn't verified, even though I clearly verified. I had 3 games on the account with like hundreds of hours, or not hundreds of hours, but tens of hours on them. Apparently my account was so whatever, like it wasn't verified. So there are dozens of us, but
there are literally 3 or 4 of them.
There are literally groups, entire groups, like ambiguous amounts of
numbers
things.
Larger than 1.
So Mathis gave me a code for Titanfall, and I'm really excited for Titanfall because Titanfall looks really cool. I'm really pumped to play it. But I've just spent the past 4 or 5 hours before this video trying to get Titanfall to work because Origin just wouldn't fucking install the goddamn game. And you know what the problem was? It was DirectX. And the problem when I researched it was a problem that has been on every Origin title that uses DirectX. See all of them. And it's a problem since 2012. That's when I saw the troubleshooting advice as to how to fix the problem. Was 2012 was the last time that someone fucking tried to fix the problem, or 2012 was the earliest that I found. It's probably earlier too. And it's like I just, if they want to like compete with Steam, yet they have the which one of you guys do I dislike more right now?
The one that has the most E's and A's in their name.
I don't really care. You can hit me if you want.
E's and A's.
If you need to get the salt out, just
need to get the salt out.
Beat me up.
Discard 2 cards.
I can be your salt shaker, baby.
I don't even care. If there's just a little cute viewers. I don't care about strategy. This game. The salt levels in me are strong, and it also blue screened my computer twice trying to fix the problem. It's now successfully installed, but it did take all day, so I haven't been able to play it yet.
I
don't know why I even stuck with it. I only stuck with it because I want to play it. Which is sad. It's really sad that I'm forced to use Origin to play this game that seems really cool. It's sad to me. It's very sad.
Okay, I have to qualify, and I'm not discounting your testament here, but just for the sake of the viewers, I do want to say that I also installed Titanfall, but I did not really have any problems. So I'm not saying that your problems are not legitimate. I just want to make it known that we're not completely all ganging up on Origin here. It's just unfortunate Rob's having issues, and I wish he didn't.
And I am 100% ganging up on Origin. I want to make that clear as well. I think Origin is a big piece of shit, and I hope whoever designed it is dead now. I hope they're dead. Yeah. I hope they died.
Like a salt laser.
My goodness. I want whoever designed it to have died in a fire. And what would have happened during that fire is they had to watch their wife and child burn slowly in the fire before the fire made its way to them. And then they died of the fire.
So it's like you basically ground up all the pieces of your limbs and fingers and stuff because they're made of salt and put them in a power washer and sprayed down the man who made Origin, like rending his flesh from his bones, essentially.
Pretty much, yeah.
I can hear the creator of Origin now. I'm just going to watch another one of my favorite YouTuber AlpacaPatrol's videos today.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
basically ruined his whole life.
He's gonna just that picture. He's just a drink on the table. His face is in his hand, like doesn't know what to do with his life.
Yeah.
Poor family.
Daddy, why are you sad?
got-
His daughter has no
Exact-
idea what origin even is. She's like 4. That's not fair to her.
It is fair to her. That's how it works in Klingon tradition. You pay for the sins of your father. Of course, the EAs are Klingons. I don't know if you knew that. You ever burp from water? It's weird, isn't it? Because it's not like it's not carbonated.
Yeah, but you just get a little air bubble in there.
Soda.
Speaking of air bubbles in water, I really enjoyed that animated GIF you sent out on Twitter that was like that man creating a bubble by punching
Oh yeah!
underwater.
Fucking
That was so
Aquaman?
cool.
I want to know how to do that. If
I
there's
really
any
wanna do
useless
that.
task that I need to learn, ever.
Wait,
it's that
hold on. Now you're making me. I'm gonna suck a fat old dick.
An old one too, not just a fatty.
Yeah, an
just a
old
fat
dick.
one.
Aged for your
Old-
Now,
pleasure.
go look at. Excuse me, viewers on my channel who are watching a like a low frame rate video, but I have a window open of my Twitter. I'm going to
Twitter.
find that GIF. I'm going to find that GIF and show it to you because it's amazing.
It's freaking amazing. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The little fist pump he does is really cool too.
Yeah, he deserved it, I think, for knocking those rocks
Yeah,
over.
yeah. Although
He did.
the
Little
rock
things.
on the bottom didn't move.
I know. It was awful.
Yeah. It
At
was
least
so-
the commenters noticed. Otherwise, he might have gotten away with it.
Right.
That fucker.
It was painful to watch, really.
It was painful.
Hold on.
I cringed so
Anyway.
hard I turned into a black hole.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Reddit
Or here you
humor.
go. Look at that.
Is that
Look
a
at how
fat
cool
old
that
dick?
is.
Look at it. Look at
Look
it.
with your special eyes.
Isn't that so sweet? Look at that GIF. He's Aquaman. He puts his hand out too, and then just like fist pumps. Like, yeah, that was badass. It's one of the most badass things I've ever done in my life.
I'm the
'Cause, you gotta
man.
fist pump after you do that.
Do what?
Well, if you do something badass in your life, you gotta like fist pump or like get
Yeah,
get
of course.
verbally
No, I
excited.
regularly fist pump.
Yeah, I pump my fist
I
all
pump
the time.
I pump hard all day. I
Uh,
pump up and
that's
down
pretty-
furiously, repeatedly until
It's
I
like-
reach a pump-tastical climax.
Churning butter, basically.
Yeah,
Pretty
like
gross.
fist pumping.
You got baby batter on
Mhm.
the mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
What?
butter the baby.
I don't want fist pumping and baby and on the mind to be in the same sentence.
Butter your babies.
I got baby on the mind.
Um,
Baby.
how about a
I
thought
got
experiment?
baby. What
There
is-
can only be one: cookies, brownies, cake. Which of the two do you eliminate and keep one?
Oh, just tres leches cake. Oh my goodness! I think I'd say cake
You know
for that.
what? I'm gonna be with Austin too. I think cake.
You're
just
gonna save
because I'm gonna save cake. Here's the reason.
Versatility.
Exactly the
Yeah, I
versatility
knew that's where you were
of
going
cake
with it. Yep.
is far beyond the versatility of either. Or I mean, even brownies. Brownies are great, but I mean, the best thing that you can make out of brownies is hash brownies. And I mean, those are pretty cool. I've heard.
But think about, like, you would
But,
lose cookie dough, you would lose, like, the blizzards, the Dairy Queen thing with the brownies in them. Like, you'd lose, that thing you just said. But cake is still coming out on top for you?
I'd say so. Yeah.
Hmm.
Because you could do so many things with cake. You have a fruit cake. You could have a not.
That is
fruit
really
cake.
not where I would expect you to go with that. Going for fruitcake.
What?
Yeah, right to fruit.
That is like the worst
It-
example of cake.
Yeah. It's like not even a cake. You probably have to eliminate it.
It's like
just
a Yule log, right? That's the fruitcake.
Well,
like a chunk of.
don't eliminate my
knots.
cake.
You can have your cake, and you can also eat it. Maybe
No.
we'll discuss about that later.
I can eat it. Poo.
Eat it, poo. I'll eat
Well, the thing is, like, I actually do kind of agree with your argument for versatility as it pertains to cake management. I would actually probably say that brownies would be a very close second for me.
it. Yeah, cookies are like the low end of this, I think.
But I love cookies
Because
too. They're so
Cookies
good.
are good, but cookies like you can have like you can totally fuck up a brownie and it'll
And
still
still
be
want to eat
better.
the shit out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're mean, Rob. Why did you do
I've
that?
done it too. I've burned the bottom of brownies before. And it's
I
worth
did it mainly because you're gonna kill Nick soon, and I am in a position where I'd rather have the status quo with all 3 players
Oh,
on
is
the
that
field.
gonna do that thing?
I don't even care.
Oh, okay, it didn't do the thing. I was really worried it was gonna do
What
the thing.
was the thing?
If you do enough
Oh.
lands, I think it destroys all creatures.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, it does do that.
Yeah, you could have saved that since I saved you from death, Nick.
No, I'm just gonna lose. I didn't even get to play this game.
No, I can't kill you.
Yeah, you can't do it anymore. Wait, what?
I don't know.
Wait, Nick, you got only they have
Wild
exalted.
card.
They have exalted though.
Wild card.
God damn it, Nick! Play the
Nick's
the
a
angry
wild card.
comments, Nick. Think about the angry comments.
Fuck your logic and reason. So, next
Yeah.
question. Would you rather talk about Twitch plays Pokemon or Total Biscuit being attacked by YouTube again?
Let's do both at the same time.
Yeah. So did you hear about
How?
that? I can't do it. Yeah, I was trying to think of a way to do it, but
Nah, it's pretty tough.
yeah, it's tough.
But this is why we have to have a conversation about it, because how difficult would it be to combine the 2 together?
You know,
It is
I like
difficult.
what you think.
We covered that.
The difficulty is high.
Well, that's a thing. Oh, it's not a bad thing. Though. It's an all right thing.
It's not that bad. It's okay.
It's an expensive card. I don't like it very much. It's too expensive.
Yeah, it is rather expensive.
So neither was actually the answer.
Right, of course.
Oh, yeah,
There's a way to go about that.
No, okay. So the Twitch Plays Pokemon is amazing. If you guys haven't watched it, it's probably still going on by the time this is
I'm
airing.
watching it right
Actually,
now while we're
definitely
playing.
is. Yeah, it's amazing. It's really good. It's twitch.tv/Twitch Plays Pokemon. Nick doesn't like it, but I like
That was
it a
the
lot.
thing Nick was salty about.
Yeah, that was my thing.
Yeah.
I was gonna actually say, like, I have some arguments of why I think that it's probably a bad idea to exist. And I don't know if you probably don't agree with me because we were kind of talking about this beforehand. But I think that the problem with Twitch Plays Pokemon is that there will be copycats, and there will be hundreds of them likely, because this is apparently generating money for the person who decided to do this at basically no effort at all. The person is not inputting or doing much of anything other than making sure the feed is still going. So if this word gets out, all of a sudden Twitch is going to turn into like a OnLive or Gekkai platform where people are very poorly playing a bunch of games remotely with a bunch of other people trying to undermine them. Which kind of proves that, you know, groups of people are really no better than a random string of rogue AI arguments. So I think that's the opposite of what Twitch stands for. You know, there's no community involved, there's no discussion, there's no skill, there's not really anything other than just watching a game you might enjoy being played really poorly and arduously for a very long amount of time. So that's my argument against Twitch Plays Pokemon, but I do appreciate the novelty of it for 10 minutes.
I think that one is very innovative because there is a man now making money off of having 45,000 people or 50,000 people play a video game for him with no input on his part whatsoever, not even vocal input at all.
Right,
He's
so you're
making money
basically
off
just
that.
using my argument and saying that's good.
Yeah, I think it's very, exactly. I think it's
good for
extremely
him.
innovative, and yeah, it's good for that guy. Not only that, I don't know. It's kind of funny, and I don't think that there's necessarily like one specific thing that Twitch is or has to be necessarily. So I don't know.
You did a thing and now it's really powerful. How did that happen?
Well, no, but I'm not saying that Twitch has to be a thing, but I think that people can't resist the appeal of easy money, no matter what that happens to come in the form of. So if word gets around that this is now the thing that makes people money, there will be thousands of Twitch channels with just some game on it that people go log in and play. Which is not, that honestly isn't the point of Twitch, I don't believe. It is not supposed to be a remote gaming platform. Do you agree?
No, not necessarily. No, not necessarily. Doesn't it? I mean, I don't think it's necessarily on the same plane as like an on live type of thing. I mean,
I'm dumb.
it's more of, I don't know. I think Twitch has always had sort of novelty based things. I mean, look at even like Death Roulette and stuff like that.
Yeah, I would say Salty Bet's
or
probably the next
Salty
closest.
Bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Salty Bet, like something like that. That's you know, that. I mean, it doesn't use a third party. Twitch plays Pokemon. Oh, don't do that. You're a
But there's
butt. Whatever.
interactivity in Salty Bet. You know, people are actually participating together in something, and it's building community. You can't even chat in Twitch Plays Pokemon. It's just people spamming A, B, start, B, 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 left, left. Like, there's nothing to say
Yeah.
there. So then is
Yeah.
the next step
Yeah.
that the dude that made this, is he going to make a second channel that's the place you chat about Twitch Plays Pokemon and just, like, commentate about it? Or he doesn't even want to do that. So, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, true.
I'd be
true.
curious to see what the comments are regarding this concept now that I think this has been mentioned, because I don't think anyone seems to be thinking about it in this light so far. It's all been novelty sake, that it's exciting and, like, silly and, like, okay, I grant that. It is silly, it's fun for 5 minutes. But after the novelty wears off, you're left with a string of endless characters and a dude bashing himself into a wall for 5 hours, and thousands of people being excited about that, and I don't quite understand it.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm gonna be the Scrooge here, and I'm sorry about that, guys.
No,
The fun destroyer
I mean,
is
it's
me.
fair. It's a totally fair reading of what it is. So I mean, you know.
Pulled your card, but that was stupid.
And there is
Why
also
would
the
it-
factor that it's
why-
like, it's
why?
Pokemon, and like Pokemon's inherently something well, almost all of us, I think, can sort of relate to in a way. So, you know, it's just gathering around people, dicking around in Pokemon is just kind of a fun concept, I guess.
Mhm. See, but now here's I think an important question: how much would you dislike the concept if it didn't have 60,000 people watching it?
Well, when I first found out about it, it didn't. I mean, I watched it when it had like 7. And then all of a sudden, Kotaku and everybody started picking up the story that this thing existed, and the numbers have just been
Oh my God.
rising every day. So my opinion has been the same throughout, except for the 5 or 10 minutes where I thought it was kind of a funny novelty and tweeted about it. And then, you know, I kind of changed my mind about it a little bit.
Right.
It does also get inherently more chaotic the more people are there participating, which is also going to be interesting if this the channel gets partnership, which I think I may have heard it already did.
It does.
It
yes,
already
so-
did,
Right,
Yeah,
so then the next level is then he starts asking people to subscribe to interact with the game. And then it
well, I mean, he
starts
hasn't done
generating
that.
shit tons of money. And I just feel like
Yeah.
that's exploiting Twitch at that point. Or at the very
Yeah.
least, it's like the most scummy possible thing you could do, because you're basically providing nothing.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, it could eventually do that. It hasn't, though, and I don't think he has any intention of doing that, it seems.
Right, but I mean,
So,
if you want to
I don't know.
maximize the profit generated from something that will very likely just eventually dry up and go away, well, you can.
Yeah.
You probably want to hit that.
Thank you, based blue land god. Sorry, continue.
No, it's quite all right. I'm not even in this Magic game. I'm literally waiting to die right now.
Yeah, it's finally like a freaking block Rob now. Jesus. Fucking like sitting here getting beat the fuck up.
Hmm.
Any other thoughts on Twitch Plays Pokemon, or shall we move on?
I like it.
Austin likes
Sorry,
it.
I'm also making
I don't
moves.
have any arguments rather than just when I watch it, it makes me smile.
Yeah, that's fair. I overanalyze everything, though. That's my thing.
There's something about just trying to accomplish seriously, insanely mundane tasks in a video game that
Right.
only require certain button inputs and having it just be impossible.
No, I
It's really-
completely relate. I totally relate. I play games like that on my channel every day, so I understand. Weird
Yeah.
shit is my deal, so yeah, I get it. I'm just too cynical and salty about the business element of it is all. If this was something that was happening for nothing to do with money, then I think that would be a slightly different case.
Rob, do you enjoy being a horrible person?
I do, yeah.
Chittering
Just a
rats.
horrible, horrible person.
Yeah.
Awful
I know.
man.
I know.
You guys should watch out. I might attack
Sorry.
with my 1-3 at some point. You may want to take me down.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's personally kind of harmless. He doesn't even run ads on it. It's just kind of funny. Like, I had fun just watching it and stuff. So I don't know. I don't think it's like that big of a deal. The Total Biscuit thing is pretty funny though. I will say that.
That's fucking horrible.
Yeah, that one is just. But it's like, it's weird. It's like the fun creators people seem like they don't know
what YouTube is.
Life is.
Yeah, or
like,
that.
No, I don't think they understand
like,
how anything works at all.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's so strange.
Well, all right, so let's break it down for the viewers that might not know what the issue is here again. So if you guys might remember, there was a problem that we even talked about on this show before, where basically the day one Gary's Incident people got up in a big uproar with Total Biscuit because he provided some rather cynical commentary over their game and they did not approve. So they issued a strike on his YouTube channel, which obviously Total Biscuit, this is his primary source of income. He takes great offense to people trying to destroy his livelihood over what is essentially his freedom of speech, which I think is pretty rational to say, you know, saying bad things about a game. It's not necessarily slandering anyone, especially if it's true, which it was.
Stop! Fine, I just won't do anything then. Just win the game, Rob. Just win the game. Go ahead. You win.
So there's this new game
you
now.
You fucking win.
Guys of the
now
Wolf.
I'm salty. We completed the trifecta. I'm fucking done. Bullshit.
Whatevs, man.
I'm sorry, but then I'm also not sorry at the same time because I'm.
There it is.
Play Titanfall after this. Suck my dick.
I choose you, Pikachu.
I wanna do
So
that
much
too.
fun.
Is the salt drained from your bodies? May I continue?
Please.
Okay, so there's another game now called Guys of the Wolf that was, I don't know if we can say equally horrible or equally distasteful or anything like that, but TB didn't like it, let's put it that way. And the developers of this game were not appreciative of his commentary and followed a very similar train of events to the last issue. Only this time, they didn't even have the sense to understand exactly what they were doing, and basically escalated the situation over the course of a few days, to the point where they've now asked TB to please delete his channel and remove all tweets talking about the incident, and also if he reveals the email that told the world about that they would say that it wasn't a real email. So
it's
yeah,
so crazy.
yeah.
You just can't make it up. Like it's just
it's hard to understand that it's real. Yeah.
They threatened getting lawyers involved, right? And then I don't know. It's just like it's beyond me. Hold on a second. I gotta kill this thing.
It's irrational. Yeah.
But it's like they threatened getting lawyers involved, and then they said a bunch of things like we're just gonna say that this fake email. We have lawyers. We're a big company. Blah 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 blah. And it's like what you realize that like emails are admissible in court, right? Like there's
right.
no.
And apparently TV already had a lawyer and told them, like, you will now deal with our lawyers, and yet they were just not dealing with his lawyer. They were just, like, trying to talk to him anyway.
Yeah.
It's like
because they were trying to call his bluff, and then he's not going to fucking bluff because this is fucking
It's like a horrible continuation of trying to call multiple bluffs over and over and failing every time.
Only there is a point where you
you
realize you've destroyed everything you could have possibly made any career out of, and now you need to, like, call it quits. They just keep going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, they're going out with a bang. The repeatedly hilarious bang.
And people have made an argument, you know, any publicity is good publicity. Check their Steam activity charts. They've had like 2 or 3 concurrent people playing the game at one time. 2 or 3. That is not anything.
Having a knife fight with TV actually probably helped the publishing of their game, or the marketing of their game. That is a really good card. I have never seen this card, by the way. The Necropolis Regents. It's really good.
I've played it a bunch of times and had it get killed immediately a bunch of times, so you've definitely seen it.
I guess this particular. Oh shit.
No,
yeah, shit is right. You're going down.
Shit just got real.
Shit just got mega real, son.
Does that have trample?
It has do 2 million damage to direct target after attacking.
Target creature you control is okay. Yeah, no, it doesn't have trample. Okay. Blacker 77111.
Wow, good call.
You know, at one time I thought that Mask of Dimir is a really shitty deck, and I still kind of do.
It's really good.
It's pretty.
If you
it's
get
pretty
like
good.
one
if you
guild
get the
mage,
right draws.
if you get like one,
yeah,
guild
the
mage,
guild
you're
mage, yeah, like the ability to. I guess people underestimate this. Is like the ability to draw cards to have card advantage is like amazing.
Yeah.
Well, you're also fighting up against me, who has had basically absolutely nothing. The
Yeah,
whole
I
game.
couldn't get a damn blue land until like turn 9 billion.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
I don't know. This is the saltiest episode ever, guys.
Anyway,
just
we didn't
like-
wrap up the TB story, so it's essentially right now that they've put a strike on his channel again. That they're trying to get it dissolved. There's lawyers involved. Right now, it's all up in the air. But if they're trying to posture like their big 3 concurrent gaming population is going to go up against the multiple million people amongst TB's viewer base, I don't think that's really a thing. He clearly is generating income to support all of his endeavors, whereas they are just trying to start up something. So I don't really understand how they're even bluffing, really.
The main problem here is it seemed like a bunch of people who didn't understand the concept of leverage.
Right.
Because here, the two options, like they were threatening lawyers, right? And they were threatening a man who they didn't realize what the two parties stood to lose. By copyright striking his video, what they stand to gain was simply that one piece of bad press on their game, which probably would have still sold copies.
Which already happened too.
And already happened as well, would be out of the public eye. What TV
on
stood
YouTube,
to lose is
people
his
double that shit
entire
places,
livelihood,
yeah.
his company, his like all of the people that work under him, including an esports team, and like his career.
Yeah.
So they called a bluff on a man who had everything to lose, and it's like, well, he's not gonna fucking bluff. That's not gonna happen. If you want to, he'll go to court. Of course, he'll go to court. It's his livelihood. And because I don't know why this happens in American law, but also just fucking YouTube. Copyright strikes are a 3-strike system, like fucking baseball. I don't know how anyone thought in American law, well, baseball has some pretty good rules as to how to deal with outs. You just 3 strikes and you're out. That seems pretty fair. We should probably adopt that. That is a precedent in American law, and apparently on YouTube too. It's like, I don't know where does the 3? Why is baseball the penultimate, or I'm sorry, the ultimate fucking source of legal consultation?
Yeah, it's the most ethical game that exists, apparently. Where's the equivalent to a walk? What if you get hit with the ball? What is the equivalent of that in the law system?
I know, right?
Because I think TB is getting hit with a ball right now.
Yeah. Being multiple times. Just want to make a quick note, though. You used the word penultimate. I really wish that penultimate
Second most ultimate.
meant... Yeah, I wish penultimate meant ultimate, because it's just way cooler.
No, it should be more than ultimate. It should be
exactly,
the one
yeah.
above ultimate.
Yeah, like
because it's really cool to say, and you never get to use it properly.
It's true, yeah. It is pretty cool. I also like epitome. Epitome is a good word.
Fun, yeah.
Yeah, epitome. The reason epitomy's fun is because only one consonant separates 2 plosives. That's excellent. Like that's like that's like the best of words. You have the p and the t sound. It's just so much fun to say. Epitome. It's the best. Epitome. Yes. Epitome is still pretty fun to say because it still has the 2 plosives in it.
That's true.
Anything with any word that has multiple plosives, I like.
We need to be. You can't be throwing out too many plosives, though. We learned that in that one episode, like 15 episodes or whatever ago.
Dude, AlpacaPatrol, 4 plosives in it. That word fucking pops.
Yeah, it really does pop. That's why you gotta have a pop filter when you say it.
Mine has a lot of the opposite of plosives.
Yeah,
What is the opposite of a plosive?
There's one plosive.
Implosive?
No, because that's so explosive.
Diphthong.
It just sucks the air straight into your cheeks.
Yeah.
Diphthongs are cool.
Diphthongs?
Just because their name is... Yeah, that's
like
their name.
Dip. I thought it was diphthong.
Well, it's DIPH thong.
Right.
So it's like it's like a diphthong. It's weird.
It rhymes with
It's
dong,
when the
that's
girl wears the thong and it goes in the butt a little bit, right?
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, dips
pull it out a
dips
little
into
bit.
the
Dips into the butt.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the
dip
female
thong,
wedgie.
yeah.
They like to call
Mhm,
it.
yeah,
It's
pretty
You gotta
much.
get that
Yep.
finger in there and you just loosen it up a little bit and you're good.
Yeah, you just loosen up the beehole, and then it makes a natural lubricant that
Wow,
makes
that's
the
not really
G-string
where
a
I was
little bit
going, but I like that even better.
Guys, it took like to the end of the episode
that's
to
what
make
happens.
a poop choke. What's wrong with us?
We're all
I know,
salty.
right?
We couldn't even think
Yeah,
about
we
poop.
were way too salty to make poop
There's
jokes.
a
I'm
lot
glad
of
we
sauce.
made it there in the end, though. It's good.
The poop is basically like in a kitty litter box. It's like all rolled
I'm
around in
sorry.
salt.
Heals wounds. You know, you throw salt on the wound, it's awful. You throw poop on the wound, it's still
It's
awful, but it's not
infected.
salt.
Mhm. I just want to say you made a great pun there, Austin.
I did.
know.
It was intentional.
Made it into the end while we were
Nice.
talking about inserting
Oh.
extremities into beeholes.
Right.
Makes a natural lubricant, I hear.
For some reason, I thought you said Grey's Anatomy at the beginning of that.
Yeah,
Grey's
yeah.
Anatomy.
McDreamy,
We'll be right back with
McSteamy.
more Grey's Anatomy shortly.
You know what so I know that we're at the end of the video, and usually this isn't a great time to put anything like this, but I've mentioned this before.
The Northern Line Let's Play of Grey's Anatomy, yes?
Northern Line Let's Play News. I want it back. Can we have it back?
Can we please have
No.
it back?
Can we
Lion,
have it?
please.
Wait, please.
The
Lion,
and
please.
Terraria coming back. When are we
Terraria's
gonna
been
have
back, man.
Has it been
Terraria's
back?
back in black. son.
I started the Terraria series at this point.
That's true. Yeah. No. So the greatest combination of flavors that you can get out of chips and dip. Well, maybe this is pushing it a
Pineapple.
little bit too far. I don't necessarily think this is the case, but I always buy this when I see it, and I don't see it all the time. So that's why I'm excited about it. Is I have Tostitos corn tortilla chips with hint of lime.
I knew
okay,
this was
So that's
coming.
the first part. Number
This
one.
fucking guy.
Number two, Tostitos creamy spinach dip.
We had
Put
the
those
same
two
discussion about this.
You have heaven. I know.
So you
That's
don't
why
know
I
what-
mentioned. I know. I've talked about this on Magic before. It's delicious.
So I had a couple of friends on Xbox Live who swore like they both like did that that Brothers movie with Will Smith and that other guy that I can't remember the name. Or they were like, are we just best friends? Because seriously, they both said this at the same time. This chip and dip combination. Apparently, they both really love Doritos and sour cream.
Well, that makes sense because they
Doritos
make the
and sour
taco
cream.
shells out of Doritos.
It's
Yeah,
just
that's-
it's weird to me. The Doritos are. Is
Can
that
you
not
get-
weird?
Can you get a bag of Doritos Locos taco shells yet? And just eat them?
We,
Probably not.
I think we did. We make this joke already?
Just eat them.
Just eat them.
Eat a package.
I mean, you could beat them and eat them if you want them to be broken down into little
You know
chips.
what? Actually, hold on. Now that we're
What?
talking about Doritos, I have an important thing that I don't
Alright.
think I've ever mentioned on
Let's
my
do
channel
this.
in any.
Let's do it.
And this is very important.
Let's do it,
I've
Rob.
never understood this. So you got Doritos. You got the cheese
Cool
Doritos,
Ranch.
which are
Cool
classic,
Ranch,
right?
man.
It's like,
Cool
Cool
Ranch.
Ranch. Yeah, clearly, easily the best
Cool
Doritos
Ranch.
flavor. And I think anybody who says otherwise is blasphemous. But here's another one that I saw one time, and it's actually fairly popular. I'm told is Doritos Tacos at Midnight.
Is that a
Doritos
flavor?
Is the name? That's apparently that is the flavor.
Oh, I've seen that. I think that was like a whole
Tacos
like.
at midnight.
Purple
gig or
bag.
something.
So I just wonder.
It's the greatest cross
What am
promotion
I
of all
supposed
time.
What am I supposed to like? What do tacos taste differently at midnight? Am I supposed to make?
Dude, have you
They're
ever
supposed
been to
taste
late night
like
Taco
it?
Bell? Like Taco
Well,
Bell's
yeah,
open at
but-
like 2 a.m.
Fourth
man.
meal.
But so then that's the question: is are they trying to access my associations with being really hammered and getting Taco Bell by walking through the drive-through,
Yeah.
or like is it like? Or do they think that there is some inherent difference between of the flavor of tacos dependent upon the time of day? I don't know.
I can tell
But
you
it's
exactly
always
what
very
the answer is. You can't set up
Okay.
a Taco Bell in every convenience store across America, but you can have Doritos that taste like tacos at midnight set up in every convenience store across America. So you're exactly right in saying they're trying to access your concept of tacos at midnight by doing that.
You guys
That's
seen
all
the
it is.
ketchup flavored Lay's? You haven't had those?
I've never had a ketchup flavored Lay, no.
I've been curious. I've always wanted to try it.
Dude, try it. So this ketchup chips are apparently like a big thing in Canada.
Yeah, they're.
Here we go again.
Canadians love ketchup chips. Canadians love ketchup in general.
Yeah.
But they really like ketchup chips. I eventually, when I used to live with Cam, his girlfriend came down from Canada to visit him, and she brought him like 5 or 6 bags, like huge bags of ketchup chips because you can't get them in America. And I tried them. It's pretty good.
I thought Canadian girlfriends were made up.
Well, I hear that if you die in Canada, you die in real life. I don't know if that's true.
It is. No, it is. Yeah, it really is.
Like, huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get that extra life like you do in America.
Huh. Yeah, that's strange. But yeah, no. The Canadian girls. She was crazy. Well, I probably shouldn't say that out loud in case.
Too late now.
I don't think she
Chalk it
watches.
down.
What does that have to do with her
Fucking
being from
crazy.
Canada, though?
I don't know actually. I don't think all Canadian girls are crazy. They could be. I don't know. I haven't met a lot of Canadian girls.
We jumped the snack food segue so many times in the past 10 minutes.
Yeah. Snack food segue.
Yeah.
Now sponsored by Tostitos. And
Snack food
Magic the
Subway.
Gathering.
If you're not snacking while you're on a Segway, you've never lived.
I always wanted to drive a Segway.
I got to drive one
I
once.
actually,
It is
Really?
terrifying.
Yeah, apparently you can fall down in those contrary
You
to
have
popular
to trust it so much. If you don't trust it, you're gonna fall flat on your face and die. It is terrifying. You get on it, and it's like it's like learning to ride a bike again. Like you sit there, and the thing's like wobbling, and and it's just going back and forth, and you make the slightest move forward, and it fucking rockets forward, and it's
you know, people have like dream houses in mind and stuff. And perhaps being from New York City has corrupted me on the idea of a dream house. I don't even really want to live in a house, to be honest with you. I think like a house is kind of lame.
What do you want to live in? Like a hole or a tent or something?
Well, let me tell you. I've always had my dream house was to buy one of the old factories along the East River.
that was
In
Wow.
Brooklyn. Yeah, and live in one of those. And my dream of living in one of those involved me having segways at multiple locations so that I can move around the
Wow.
factory with segways. How cool would that be? Wouldn't that be so cool?
Well,
I think that'd be awesome.
the first thing that came to mind was like a Dr. Evil lair when you said
Well,
segways.
you have a really big house. If you get a big enough house, you can segue around it.
Are you gonna wear a jogging
Yeah,
suit
but-
all day?
Well, yeah, clearly. But not only that, the thing is with the factory floor, like they do have factory apartments actually, by the way, in New York because
goodness.
the factories don't run anymore. So they sell the land, but they keep the building because that's what New York does. The old tenement buildings in the Lower East Side, by the way, that used to have like 3 Italian families living in one small room, and they're still really small, and there's still walk-ups, and they're still shitty, but they're now like $4,000 a month.
Yay!
Because that's how New York is.
Hooray.
But anyway, so they sell the thing about a factory building that if you live in is there's no like room distinctions. So there's no walls in the
Yeah.
there are pillars, but you just move through this whole fucking massive area. And that's awesome to me. That must feel so freeing, is to move around your place, no walls anywhere. I mean, think about how much room in your house and apartment and stuff is taken up by walls.
Dude, I
What do
love
need a wall?
walls. Are you kidding me? I love walls.
I mean, I could use 4 walls. At 4 walls, that's like my cap. That's as many walls
Do
as
you
I need
hate
in my life.
privacy?
Yeah, like what if you want to have people over?
Like,
and
how are you gonna poop with no walls?
How are you gonna poop? Yeah.
Oh, you can put a little curtain around the bathroom area. That's what they do in the
See, that's
factory.
creepy. That's how you get murdered, though. Murderer,
Yeah.
they gravitate towards curtains. That's why when you take
Well,
a
that's
shower,
what the
you gotta make
segways are-
sure it's clear. All right, you're gonna get stabbed if you don't. You can't
Every
see out
time.
the
It's
shower.
totally true.
It happens.
I've had this thought hundreds of times.
Really?
Yeah, curtains. That's where murderers go.
Exactly.
Imagine an orgy party with no walls. How cool would that
You
be?
would probably be able to coordinate them to all be in the same room, Rob.
Yeah, if you're gonna have an orgy, you probably planned way ahead at that point.
You'd be surprised.
Just have surprise orgies.
Yeah,
Where
it
does
is
this
surprise
fucking
orgy
thing
stuff.
happen?
You guys would just have an orgy right now. I mean, I know it's a bunch
Yeah,
of
but-
dudes, but fucking whatever. It's not gay or
I'm
anything.
pulled by Cards Against Humanity because there's a Cards Against Humanity card called Convention Sluts. I didn't know that was a thing, but apparently it's such a thing that it's a Cards Against Humanity card.
I don't know. I
Don't
think
give
was a
that too
custom
much
card.
credence, man. Like,
Yeah.
not everything in Cards Against Humanity is good advice.
There's a lot
you
of
don't
things in
think Sirius
Cards
Black
Against
is-
Humanity that are
Would be the,
not recommended.
There's like Circus Penis or something.
Oh my
Carnival-
god, the serious penis.
What is it called?
I can't remember, but I know it. It's hilarious.
And then there's the one about the wheel that breaks off and rolls into the water. I don't remember Cards Against Humanity very well.
I'm in the deck now. That feels pretty good. I didn't know about that until like very recently.
Yeah.
Well, not in the official, obviously,
Right.
but on their
You-
thing.
You go on an adventure when you play with every one of the custom decks, though.
Don't do
Yeah.
it. Just pick the NL one, really, and like all the expansion packs, and you're good.
I'm in the NL one. I'm surprised. It's weird because like when we were doing that all the time on like the NLSS, I wasn't in there, but now I'm in there.
Is there a card that says that you know voices?
I actually don't think that there is that
Yeah.
one. I don't think they have that, but they have just AlpacaPatrol in there. And it's like, oh,
It would be
makes me feel
blank.
good.
He fucking knows voices.
He's just fucking no. You know, I also found out that I have a Wikitubia page, which I had no idea that
Yep,
I had.
that'll
I
happen.
looked it up and on the trivia.
Does it
on
say
the
you're from
trivia
Seattle?
about No,
Oh.
but it does say he fucking knows voices.
Good.
That's just the truth, is what the second sentence
It's
is.
really weird that I just said that once, and this is now such a thing. Like, I did not mean for this to be a
And
thing.
it's weird because Rob's good at impressions and things, but it's
Right.
not like it was a thing before then.
Well, the line of thinking that I had when I said this is Rob knows acting stuff, right? I knew that. He's, like, involved with theater, and he does a lot of impressions. I've heard him do his voices in, like, Star Wars and stuff. So saying Rob knows voices did not mean the thing that the world seemed to think it
it
meant.
was just the way you said that. You just like, he fucking knows voices, dude. Like, whoa, we need to be careful here. He knows voices.
I'm gonna be immortalized on my plaque or on my tombstone.
He
Dude, if you
knew
had a plaque-
voices.
When I'm dead, he fucking knew voices. That's just the fucking truth.
I would feel awkward about that because it means I, like, shaped your entire existence by saying a thing offhandedly. I don't like that.
Hey, I'm fine with that. That sounds
All right.
amazing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're okay with knowing voices, man.
I guess
no-
I'll be fine with it too then.
Yeah.
Well,
we've doubled-
Poosh has stopped working. Yeah,
We've
yeah,
like
I know,
doubled
yeah.
the magic episode with the ending.
yeah.
That's fine. That was a shitty game, in my
It was
opinion.
a really shitty.
I think. Well, fuck you guys. It's shitty for you. Two.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
won,
shitty for
so-
you too, actually.
Yeah, the band.
That was amazing for me.
Shitty for Edge
anyway,
and Bono.
yeah, that's magic.
Oh, magic. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to come back again. New episodes Mondays and Fridays. So we'll see you on Friday.
Yep.
Bye.
Ah,
Awkward silence.
bye.